Hey guys, Indie Insiders. It's Red, and I'm going to take you on a tour of where I write around my humble abode. I've got a couple assistants here. I'm going to turn so you can see them. There's a Sean and a Sam. They helped me clean this room up today. There's another few family members downstairs, and we'll get to them. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so first thing you should know is that this living room used to be completely red. Every wall of the living room and dining room was red, and we have just repainted so that we can sell the house because evidently people don't like red rooms. I don't know what's wrong with them. No sense of adventure, I guess. Anyway, we took down all of our family photos and all that good stuff, so it's rather plain. But we kept the important stuff, like the people and the animals. Most of the people and animals are important. I do most of my writing lately either right there where Sean is sitting, or right there where Sam is sitting with my feet propped up on the ottoman and my bird feeders just a few feet away. The 2-liter one is empty, and we've got to make a stop at Feeders to Fly because all our suet feeders are running dry too. But I seem to work best near the bright sunlight. Keeps me in the right frame of mind. And yes, that is oil pastel on our window. It wipes off really easily, and it's just easier to let the 2-year-old enjoy herself scribbling on that than it is going after every wall of the house, because you know how 2-year-olds are. Over here we have our dining room table, which actually has another leaf in it, but we haven't had to resort to it yet, and we pull it out from the wall, and there's a bench, and we just barely fit around it. So our new house, we're going to have a bigger dining room. But I do a lot of writing sitting right here too, and Tim across the table over there, and then we talk while we work. And this lovely thing, Emma's stuff, I don't have it plugged in. Technical difficulties already. That's my little sunlight. So on days when it's not, beautiful like this, I turn that on and it chases me around as much as I need it. And there's the Kindle. There is a wonderful self-help book that my daughter keeps carrying around the house, and if you open it up, it's probably got crayon in it. I see it has some on the outside. The mascot for Let's Get Adorable. My friend Chris, who is a fan and a fellow writer, made me this box for a book fair to match my Tash logo of late. I don't know who put Dr. Seuss in there. I guess somebody just thought it was a junk box. Everything in this house becomes a junk box in pretty short order. This is like my big box of swag that I took to the book fair, and it has goofy stuff. It has fake mustaches, skull necklaces, some cool skull erasers, lots of roller deb pins, this Brilliant Darkness bookmarks. Somebody walked around and gave all the authors a list of things to do, which I was like, oh God, it only has like 6 things on the line. Anyway, I've got little zombies in here. I like sending these to people. Let's see if I can get that. It's a little female zombie holding the head of her victim. And yes, I painted my nails this week. That is a side effect of having your husband home from vacation. It's always finding a hole punch randomly in your swag box. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to have to speak to said husband. Oh, there's the postcard that we deliberated over. People really liked it, and they loved holding that thing up to their face. I got pictures of a bunch of people doing that at the book fair, so I'm glad I ordered 500 of those. I think they'll come in handy. All right, so there's nothing down the hallway except for Tash. Just bedrooms and bathrooms, and that's where we hid all of our junk today. In the kitchen, there's another Tash.
More Tash. You can never have too much.
That's right. There's a bucket in the sink because I make my own laundry detergent, and it's really cheap and easy, and you should too. He's probably going to make you thought I was going to say it's cheap and easy like you, didn't you? He's probably going to make a cup of tea which is also cheap and easy.
Well, I don't know. We got plenty to choose from.
There's the mug I'm using today. I see dumb people. Tim's pulling out my ridiculous amounts of tea. Please don't break anything. I hear screaming in the basement. Yeah, see, we stopped hoarding objects and books and started hoarding loose leaf tea. There's where I keep a little bit of oolong, according to Bradshaw's recommendation. And there's the big box of tea in tea bags to give you some scale. There's the refrigerator. Tim's Earl Grey.
Oh, I love my Earl Grey.
I don't remember what's in here. I probably don't want to know. Oh, stevia, because one of my children is obsessed with putting stevia in his stuff. I'm like, all right. The youngest boy. And then there's vanilla, regular and sugar-free. PG Tips. Tim's obsessed with PG Tips when he's at work. And so I ordered that by the truckload from Amazon to, again, for scale, that box is super mega big. Oh, there's a picture of Tim. I am Tim. And there's one of me. It says, and I am Leslie Harmon Tash. Whee! But yeah, top of the fridge. You can never have enough top of the fridge space for candy, unfortunately. But yeah, here's your backyard view, where in theory the children would be playing if the rednecks that live behind us didn't go out there with bow and arrow and shoot at people. Before we go downstairs, there's the daily schedule that I made for the kids. Do we stick to it? Not always, but most of the time. Alright, let's go downstairs and see what all the shouting is about. That's Gigi. Hi. And Seamus. Ow. And this is what, these are my coworkers. This is how I work during the day. I used to have to leave to go and write when I only had 3 children. But then you get to a state of kind of Zen meditation where you just kind of disappear within yourself and you...
One I have not mastered.
Yeah, he hasn't mastered that yet. I wanted to show you our treadmill. It's got this really steep incline, and we haven't figured out how to adjust it yet. But, yeah, we're burning a lot of calories on it that way. Alright, media room. Media room. That used to be Tim's gaming computer. Now the kids' computer. Just Dance Kids too. Bookshelves. It's had books. It's had board games. We put a bunch of stuff in storage just to try and make the house look empty so potential buyers don't get overwhelmed by our amazing lifestyle choices. Homeschool books. Seamus's, Sam's, Sean's. Sean's 2nd grade. He's got more work than anybody else. And I do a lot of work right there on that spot on the love seat, trying to keep a handle on what's going on with everyone else. Lately, I do a lot of work in the toy room. This is our Lego room, which, as you can see, it's been invaded by a little sister as well. And I kept the Thomas the Train table and all the train stuff, which is in various spots around the room, disorganized, because I thought someday I'd have grandkids. I didn't know I was going to have a little girl, but she's into the Thomas stuff too, so yeah, major, super awesome stuff. Up in the window, because it has to be put up on a high shelf, is the fart bank that Tim found for the kids at a flea market in rural Kentucky one time. And sadly, the batteries or the circuitry or something is fried. But you put a coin in the slot of this poor thing's ass, and it produces a variety of enchanting fart noises, which the boys think is the most hilarious thing ever. Graffiti on the freshly painted wall. I can't even begin to go into what I think that is, but somebody's going to have to paint over that. Usually it's got a poster hanging over it. Legos. This is the coolest Lego sorter because you put stuff in the top and then it falls down through according to size. Looks like all kinds of horrible stuff back there. This is a wizard robe. We have just a lot of disorganized stuff down here. At one point, I went through and organized all the books and all the Legos and made it very nice. But now it's just kind of like, okay, somebody's coming to see the house. Let's scoop everything up. So right now, this is the core of the kids' Lego station right now. If I'm going around cleaning up and I see they've left what they call a base on the table, I usually just push the base towards the back of the wall, but all the spare pieces, I'll just pick a drawer and put it in there. That way they don't completely lose progress on their creations. But if you think this is a lot of Legos, their father's entire basement, you know, a room the size of the media room here and worse, is filled floor to ceiling with Legos and Star Wars toys because he's a toy collecting addict. Anyway, enough about him. Here's the kids' other school computer. This one's provided by the state through the virtual academy, so that's pretty cool. Probably have to send it back. But it's made homeschooling a lot easier to not have to try and ram everyone on one computer, or God forbid, like the beginning of the school year was on my laptop. I didn't get much work done in it at all. Seamus, a 9-year-old, is into Army Men lately, so as you can see, there's a battle taking place over our modem. Okay, so that's the place. Thanks for coming on a tour through my house today. I wanted to show this calendar to my birdie friends. I know Emma Steph enjoys my bird pictures. It's like the best birding resource. I have like 11 birding books, and I swear, calendar trumps all. Okay, little girl wants the phone, so I'm going to hand it off. Say bye-bye.